was in there. They took me in the dark hall and my babushka.
Активация программы Альфа Браво Гоблин. Mr. Jones!
Oh, yes, my
Report!
comrade.
What's your report?
Putin, I do not.
Mr. Jones, you've been activated. This is very important.
Yeah,
You've
comrade.
done your job so well. The first part of our mission is accomplished. Mr. Trump is in the office soon. We have to build the wall. We have to bring the jobs back. We have to build the economy and family.
Yes, defeat the
This is
Americans.
understood.
Defeat the Americans. Stop the tranny bathrooms. Yes, yes.
Yes, Mr. Jones.
Oh, now let me tell you, some of it is good, some bad. They loved Hillary, so beautiful and pure, and we turned them from the beautiful angel to the devil. I'm sorry. I was in America. I learned that Hillary was good.
No, we have to continue to do our mission.
But comrade, he will get angry. They learned that our top agent is Tucker Carlson, the congressman.
Yes,
the
he's
congressman
with us.
on TV on the Fox News.
It's okay.
Expose us.
You're carrying water for the Kremlin.
I'm not carrying water for the. You're a sitting member of Congress on the Intel Committee, and you can't say they hacked.
You're gonna have to move your show to RT Russian television because
You know what?
this
That's
is perfect.
just so
this is perfectly
beneath your
placed.
office because it's so dumb and you're being duplicitous.
Our programs are moving forward to cut the taxes and to allow the Americans to breathe again. And the program is working to contain the collapse of the United States so it does not fall to globalism. And the report is continuing to not fund radical jihadis and other evils. And the report is continuing to let the families actually raise their children and not give them the vaccines and lower their IQs. We are destroying America as planned. We are doing well. And it's wrong because Hillary is an angel.
It's also what happens when you listen to the radio host, Alex Jones. I don't know what happens in somebody's mind or how dark their heart must be.
I began to realize that she is an angel and she wants to help me.
No, you've got to be sent for reprogramming. Hillary,
Not reprogramming. No,
All right.
no, Hillary. Hillary, save me, Bobby.
Russian scum!
Mr. Jones.
That are race pimping. So Oberman does this whole fake teleprompter read. You can tell he's reading a teleprompter that he scripted. And he does it in a low-tech looking environment to sound like he's grassroots. And he flips out. We're going to analyze this piece here. And basically calls for war with Russia and says America's under attack. America's under attack by the consortium of globalists, the EU, the Pope, the Communist Chinese president, the Saudi Arabians, who all bragged that they financed Hillary illegally. That's the foreign powers, the illegals coming in, the government opening the borders to do it. America's under foreign attack, and it's not by the Russians. Americans woke up of all race, colors, and creeds. We came together. We want change. And Trump's starting to deliver it with jobs. He's getting the top corporate people that know how to get it done. He's co-opting the establishment. He's scaring the living hell out of them to the point they've got the CIA rising up against the American people, illegally lying to you about who was involved in the election. The American people kicked the butt of the bloodthirsty, communist, murdering Chinese. The American people kicked the butt of the bloodthirsty, oppressive, slimy house of sod royal turds. We kicked the EU's slimy, socialist, globalist butt. We kicked the Democrats' butt. We kicked the Republican establishment's butt. The sleeping giant is rising. Keith Olbermann. Now let's play this slimy establishment rat who's so upset you're struggling out of his boa constrictor grip. Here he is, warmongering and spewing McCarthyism crap.
We are at war with Russia. Or perhaps more correctly, we have lost a war with Russia without a battle. We are no longer a sovereign nation. We are no longer a democracy. We are no longer...
Back it up. This is just too gold. We're at war with the globalists who admit they're establishing a corporate world government that's tax exempt, that admits it wants to destroy the family and private property and even single family dwellings because, quote, we need to make you be under surveillance and accept the community. You're on TV on MSNBC, your own channel, Oberman, saying the family's old, we've got to get rid of it. You're in the cult, bro. You're the threat to America. You are who we're at war with, you traitorous little rat. Woo! What a piece of filth. This is war. You bet it's war. And it's the American people against you, you globalist outlier. Let's go back to him.
We are at war with Russia.
We're at war with you.
Or perhaps more correctly, we have lost a war with Russia without a battle.
No, you're losing the war with us.
We are no longer a sovereign nation. We are no longer a democracy. We are no longer
Back it up.
people.
We're no longer a sovereign nation under globalism, under New World Order, getting rid of our borders, transferring our power to TPP. Obama 2 months ago telling the UN we're getting rid of U.S. sovereignty. We're restoring our republic. We are going to be a sovereign nation again, dirtbag. We're going to bring our jobs back. We're going to restore the Second Amendment, dirtbag. We're going to restore the borders, traitor, enemy, bloodsucker, parasite, arrogant, pseudo-intellectual know-it-all with your pseudo-intellectual hair and your pseudo-intellectual glasses and your pseudo-intellectual little chicken neck that thinks it's better than me and my family and others that built this damn thing. We're gonna metaphorically stomp your ass into the ground, you little communist piece of trash. Now go back to that piece of scum.
We are at war with Russia. Or perhaps more correctly, we have lost a war with Russia without a battle.
With you.
A democracy. We are no longer a free people. We are the victims of a bloodless coup. So far,
no, we're no longer your victims. Back it up again. Back that traitor up again. From the start, all of it's lies. Everything he's saying is about him. Every single bit of it. And he knows it. He hates you. He thinks he's better than you. He calls you flyover country, bitter clingers. He looks down his nose at you. His religion is hating America. We have the WikiLeaks on all of them. These people are scum who are intimidated by us because they know we're better than them. But we don't have a thirst for power like these vampires do, but we're gonna now stand up against you. Let's go out to break with this piece of filth.
We are at war with Russia. Or perhaps more correctly, we have lost a war with Russia without a battle. We are no longer a sovereign nation. We are no longer a democracy. We are no longer a free people. We are the victims of a bloodless coup. So far, a bloodless coup engineered by Russia with, at best, the traitorous indifference of the Republican Party and Donald John Trump, a man who, to borrow a phrase from another December long ago, will live in infamy.
Let's go back.
In 5 weeks' time, unless desperate measures are taken.
Back him up again. Desperate measures. They are involved in desperate measures. They're losing America. This is a coup against the globalists. That's why they're so desperate. This is real. I'm telling you, Obama may set off a nuke. I told you they're never going to let him get in office without a fight. They may set off a nuke, anything. False flags, folks. The next 30-plus days is the most critical in our lives. Oh, my God, this is so incredible. We'll be back. Stay with us. But listeners, we need you to go into these predictions. You know, we're just last week. Bracken's like, I think they'll do a grid down power situation before Obama gets in. I'd be watching for that. And then sure enough, 24 hours later, they're like, the Russians are hacking the power grid. We're all dead. We need war. McCain's like, to the parapets, get the nukes ready. All because they want to stop Trump, who they claim is so dangerous and so evil. No, you've hijacked the country. People are aware of it. People are sick of it. So they really are planning to try to block Trump, and every time they fail, they escalate the level of crisis they're pushing to get it done. What do you think these hysterics are going to do to try to stay in power? First-time callers from around the world, overseas, you name it. People agree, people disagree. Military, police particularly, I'll put you to the head of the line. What do you make of all this? What do you make about the preparations for all sorts of crises in 17 days? We're doing all sorts of drills of emergency relocating Trump. I know he's got a lot of top people around him that understand exactly what's happening, because I've talked to some of them. Just going to leave it at that. But the listeners, myself included, I should be doing more. I should be more convincing. And I know I'm convincing. I just, this is so historical that let's say if nuclear war was breaking out with Russia and they just fired ICBMs in 1967. I would expect Walter Cronkite to be desperate and say, everybody get to your bunkers. The missiles will be here in 5 minutes. I mean, it's almost to that level now. The urgency of repudiating Obama, repudiating the globalists, repudiating George Soros, repudiating Henry Kissinger, and all of these insane, out-of-control, anti-American people who just want to destroy prosperity to consolidate control and are willing to push us into World War III to maintain their control. At a certain point, you want to arrest the independent press. You want people to come after me. You want to go after all of our freedoms. You want to be able to do all these horrible things. And then you just think we're going to sit here and take it 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 and take it. We're not going to take it and take it and take it. You dumbasses, you keep escalating, you're going to get hurt. And believe me, you don't mean anything to me, so I don't even want to see you hurt. It's like seeing a dead, rotting horse or something in the road. I don't want to look at you. Madeleine Albright and all you people. The hell's your problem? You're a bunch of sick freaks, a bunch of neurotics, want to run everything, want to control everybody. You can't stand people that are better looking than you. You can't stand people that are stronger than you. You've got some weird, twisted competitiveness in you. Just like they say in the great book they turn into a film, There Will Be Blood. He goes, I have a competitiveness about me. I don't want anybody else to succeed. I don't want anybody to succeed at my expense walking on me. But if you innovate, I'm only going to try to model myself after you, and I'm going to admire you. So now, this is Zero Hedge. Israeli police enter Netanyahu's home for questioning over corruption allegation. Boy, you talk about canary in the coal mine. The globalists wouldn't move against Netanyahu, as WikiLeaks shows they're planning to do via Soros, if they weren't planning to have people ready to imprison him or kill him if he starts trying to spill the beans on stuff. Because Netanyahu's been involved in everything. Good, bad, ugly, you name it. And if they move against Netanyahu, that means they're moving against Trump. Bet your bottom buck. Woo! I mean, this is incredible. Just red alert, red alert, red alert. This is getting crazy. This is so freaking out of control. It's time to pray. Our Heavenly Father, please help us open our eyes. Please help us be good. We're so sorry for all the abortions and all the evil in our name. Please protect the children. Please reprieve us if it's in your will. Please somehow stop the evil forces that are trying to stop this miracle that you've given us. Please help there be peace in the Middle East. Please stop those who are trying to overthrow Israel and start World War III and bring in Armageddon. Please give us a reprieve like Nineveh so that we have time to wake people up and reach out to those that are still in darkness and deceived. Please, in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ, lead, guide, and direct us. Amen. And I don't do that for show, folks. I don't even want to be here. I am so upset right now that my head is burning. I am sweating, even though it's like 65 degrees in here. I am so pissed. And so I shouldn't be on air. I'm going to start cussing. Please, God, give me the strength. They're going to start nuclear war. They're pure evil. They're completely out of control, and they're moving on every front. And regardless what you think about Netanyahu or Trump, the globalists know they're nationalist. There's a nationalist allies organization forming from Japan to Israel to the United States to the UK to Russia. A lot of these groups are formerly enemies, but they understand the globalists don't want prosperity, and there's a move worldwide to get back to prosperity. These governments don't want to have people poor on average, but it's the globalist plan, and people are sick of it. Globalism is horrible for the average person. It's horrible for the average elite. They don't want to see people poor and things falling apart. Kingpins, even corrupt kingpins want to sit up on top big, powerful, massive systems. They don't want to see enslavement. They don't want to see the public losing everything. Even the most corrupt Roman emperors wanted prosperity. It was only the occasional psychopath that wanted to kill everybody and make everybody poor. And those people usually got their throats slit or poisoned. We have the worst type of psychopaths that want us to be poor, that want us to be desperate, who get off on it. Really evil people in control. And the whole world's saying no. And now Benjamin Netanyahu, they're looking at arresting him and throwing him in prison. And you know what that means? The minute they take down Netanyahu, they're going after Trump. So, hey, all of you that wanted to live under globalist Islamic rule, all of you that hate Jews, You're about to get a big, juicy taste, if the globalists win, of what it's going to be like being under Saudi Arabia and Communist China, politically calling the shots to the Democrats, who've openly made deals to sell us out to them. Oh, and then have weirdo Nazi collaborators like George Soros, who's Jewish, sitting over it. So you know, get your anti-Semitism straight there. You got this evil Dr. Evil over here running this whole takeover who's Jewish, and they're about to get rid of the Jewish state. So just enjoy yourselves. He got a taste rounding up Jews in World War II. It's so delicious. Little Soros, he just can't stop. And it's all in the WikiLeaks. And you know what? The Jews haven't done anything to stop him. Hell, half the Jews are liberals, love George Soros. So, hey, just have whatever you want, dumbasses. All right, I'm going to stop screaming and yelling. I'm just really trying to cut through the chatter here. But here's the good news. The Washington Post got caught publishing fake news. It's all over the news. But see, they don't care because they're going for broke. They don't care. Sure, you're like, God, they're discrediting themselves. Everything they do fails. They're escalating. They're still in power for 17 days. It means they're going to go to the final thing, open force. They're going to cook up fake charges against Trump. If Trump resists it with a legitimate government behind him, they're going to kill him. Trump, you're not stupid, and you already know this. They're coming to kill you and your family. Period. They want to kill this country. You have the courage. The people listen to you. You did it. You want to bring back the economic engine. They don't want that. They already tried to kill Nigel Farage 3 times. I know you know this. I know the Secret Service knows, but the public needs to know the battle, the epic level of the battle we're in right now. And here's the deal. It doesn't mean BB or Israel's perfect. Nobody is. But there's a sovereign country, and the globalists have made a deal with Islam to sell out Israel and the U.S. as part of this global takeover, with Islam, China, and the globalists against Russia, Japan, and what's left of Latin America and Africa. Folks, Africa and Latin America can't stand against the Chinese. They can't stand against the Islamicists. They can't stand against the globalists and the big corporations. It's the big corporations and China and Saudi Arabia against everybody else. That's World War IV, okay? They're coming for us. They are blown away that the intelligence agencies leaked all the data on them and that we stopped their steal and that we won. Trump won in one of the biggest landslides in U.S. history, folks. They stole 5 states. I know I keep repeating this to you. Do you understand the epic level, the epic, incredible time we are alive right now? I want to tell the globalists something. Listen, I want you to know this. Just as you failed stealing the nomination, and you failed with the recount, and you failed with the unfaithful electors, and you failed with the race garbage crap, and you failed with economic implosion, and you failed, you're going to fail when it comes to stopping the global revolution against tyranny and the reawakening of nationalism and the exuberant nationalism that has Soros so scared last week. You are failing. You are failing now. And if you try to kill Trump, even if you're successful, it will blow up in your face so bad, there will be nowhere in the world for you to ever hide. So in a way, I hope you strike myself and Trump down. I don't literally hope that, but metaphysically, politically, in a chess sense, we're nothing but gambits. You strike us down, we will become more powerful than you could possibly imagine, to quote Obi-Wan Kenobi. They were able to find one of the Matt Bracken clips. Again, he's probably said this. He's been on probably 15 times the last year or more. He says it every time he's on, but he said last week, I don't know if they found a clip from last week. They said they have a clip where he said, I go, what kind of false flag? He said, I would look at a grid down scenario to keep Trump from getting in a big crisis. A day after he said that, he was here last Thursday. A day after he said it, there's a bunch of these clips, so I'm mixing them together. They rolled it out, and it was fake as a $3 bill. You go, oh, good, they're discredited again. No, it means they don't care. Everybody's analyzing this like it's funny. Let me tell you something. My guts don't think it's funny. I've never been on fire like this. I am sweating, and I've got the air conditioner turned down to 65. I am on fire. I am ready to kick like 15 people's asses. You understand what I'm saying? I am that concerned. I am that fired up. Physically, my spirit is on fire. America and the whole world is in total peril. They are getting ready to start a nuclear war if need be. Obama and Hillary and all of them need to be stopped right now. And here's the most important thing I've been wanting to tell you for days, and I just get so upset I don't get it out. Everything has to be leaked. Do not hold anything back. U.S. intelligence agencies, Western intelligence agencies, private corporate groups, everybody. Anonymous, everyone. Hit them with everything you've got. Don't wait. Don't leak it slowly. They've got Assange on house arrest. They've stopped stuff coming out. Leak everything now. Leak it now. Hit them with everything now. Hit them. Hit them with everything now. And again, I personally let you see how fired up I am. This isn't an act, but I'm letting the dog off the leash. Understand? This is how I feel. This is who I am. This is actually therapy for me to like get it out and not get physical, okay? Now, people say, oh, Alex Mincy's an actor. No, that's not what I'm saying. It's a paradox. I really feel like this right now. If I didn't yell and scream like this, I'd probably have a heart attack, okay? Or get mad at somebody in traffic. This is really how I feel. But because I do this, it primitively cuts through even intellectuals' controls where they're just used to this and have a learned helplessness and a normalcy bias and a Stockholm syndrome that we're trying to break. We're breaking the enemy's spirit of failure and weakness right now. We're bringing the spirit of honor and strength and innovation back into the world, the renaissance that Christ gave us. I'm going to skip this break so I can go to calls and take more, because I don't want to cut them off. Thank you, I forgot to tell you. So, for whatever reason, as obnoxious as I am, wars aren't pretty. InfoWars is a big, bloody battering ram that has knocked out more globalist teeth than anybody can imagine. And that's thanks to your prayers and your support. You are the InfoWar. I don't just say that again to make you feel good. Do you understand you are everything? Do you understand without you, we're done? Don't be demoralized if they get me or Trump. You understand? That just means they had to really get naked and get out in the open with us. And I don't physically look forward to that. But I'll tell you what, when my soul's rolling off this mortal coil, if I got time to think about what's happening to me, I'm going to be really happy knowing we forced them all the way out in the open, and these vampires don't do too good out in the open. But this isn't a movie. It isn't entertainment. People sit there and they watch so much entertainment, or they watch stuff that was historically happening, and when it's really happening in their face, they can't believe it's even happening in their time. You're living in an incredible time. You're living in a legendary world. People say, have you seen this new action-adventure movie? It's really exciting. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure it's great. We're living in an action-adventure movie.